a young man, daily morning he would get up, take one fishing rod and he will go and catch 3-4 fishes from the pond. Then he'll be lying down under a tree and evening he'll come back. That is his daily routine. Get up in the morning, take the fishing rod, lie down under the tree, catch 4-5 fishes and go back home. That was his routine. A old man who was passing by that way had been observing this young man for many days. One day he came and said, "Young man, I had been observing you for so many days. Morning you get up, you come and put one fishing rod, catch 4-5 fishes, whole day lying under the tree. Why can't you go and do some work? Why are you wasting your time?" So the young man said, "I should go and do some work? For what?" "Hey, if you go and do some work, you will make some money. Yeah? So what will you do with the money? If you have money, you can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can put the money in the bank and you can have a lot of bank balance. So after that, if you have a lot of bank balance, you can have a big company. Okay, I have a company, then what? You can have thousands of people working under you. Then what? Then what? You can marry the most beautiful woman on this planet. Fine. Thereafter, hey man, if you have a big company, you have thousands of people working under you and you have a lot of money in the bank. The most beautiful woman is your wife. You have a lot of villas, farmhouses, on your name. What you should do? Simply lie down and enjoy." The young man looked at the old man and said, "What do you think I am doing right now? I am doing the same thing right now. I am lying down under the tree and sleeping. Why should I go through work and make money, start a company, labor problems, income tax problems, and then get married, right? And have so many other works. Finally, the ultimate aim is to be happy. So I am doing it already. So why should I do?" So my question is, what this young man is telling, what he is doing, is it the right thing to do? Right thing you mean to say? Yes, finally you say that's a perfectly okay. But the thing is, what is the guarantee that tomorrow is going to happen exactly the same way today happened? Just imagine. We have no guarantee. What? Imagine tomorrow, this guy is coming to catch fish. One of his friend is actually going to office and he is thinking, I go to office every day. This guy goes in the morning and comes back. What is he going to do? Let me see. And observing this fellow, he says, I also will start fishing. He will also come with a fishing rod next day. Looking at him, somebody else. So right now, there's only one guy with a fishing rod. Imagine 100 people. You think this guy will get the same number of fishes at that time also? Not quite sure. What if the government puts taxes? One fish you catch, 2 fish tax. What will happen? What will happen if there's a tsunami? Floods will come and no fishes. Or what will happen if there's totally drought, no rains for 2 years? The lake dries up. Then what will happen? Or what if the young man gets up in the morning, goes to the washroom, he slips and falls and he is in the hospital, on the bed with a big plaster? Who will feed him? That means there's no guarantee that tomorrow will happen the way today happened. That's why we have to keep working, number one. Number two, life is not all about did you get up in the morning, have you eaten, have you gone to sleep, have you got up again. If that was the case, then all those animals too, they take birth, they get some food to eat, they become old, they produce children, they too die. You and I are human beings. We have a purpose to live. We have a goal to achieve. We have a mission to accomplish. So eating and sleeping, going through motions of life, that is not the end objective of life. That's what the old man was trying to tell. And I'm sure you and I understand. Don't you think there are hundreds and thousands of people in our country, in the whole world, whose parents, whose grandparents, whose forefathers have made immense wealth? That means I know some people in my own friend circle that 10 generations, if they don't work also, they can live happily. But still they go to school, they go to college, they go to work and they want to still accomplish something, they want to create more because that is the purpose of life. If you don't achieve that, then there will be no difference between the other species the God has created and all of us, because every animal, every insect, every bird, they ought to have a brain. But this thinking ability, the intellect only He had given to us human beings. So many generations have gone by. There is no change in the life of a dog or a cat. There is no change in the way they dress, the way they eat, the way they sleep. But we human beings, once upon a time, we used to live in caves. Remember the early men? How to cook food, how to light a fire, how to plow the soil. But we had one intellect, thinking, how can my tomorrow be better than today? From this thought, from this intellect came civilization. Today we all live in air-conditioned houses. We travel by fast-moving cars. We fly by supersonic jet planes. And one click, I am able to communicate to someone through Zoom, through my email, to somebody in America. And I am doing one video here, sitting at home, you are able to watch this video. All because of someone's intelligence, yes or no? So my question to you is, what is it that you can contribute before you quit this planet? You have come, you have created, and I made difference. Can you say that? No, that is the purpose of life. So don't be like that young man who is taking their fishing rod and putting in the pond and catching 3-4 fishes and going back home. So final objective of everyone is to be happy, peaceful. But there's a way to do that. There's a way to accomplish that. Understand? So that is the actual purpose of life. Hope you too will make your life much more meaningful than making it just a routine. So don't go through motions of life. Create moments of life, okay, which will make you great, which will make a difference to the world. What do you say? Jay Sima signing off. Thank you. Bye-bye.